When you know that you are queer, but your favorite drink is beer, that's gayish. You can bottom without stopping, but you can't stand going shopping, that's gayish. Oh, gayish, you're probably gayish. Well, life's just too short for narrow stereotypes, so it's gayish. We're also gayish. It's Gayish with Mike and Kyle.
Hello, everyone in the podcast universe. This is Gayish.
The podcast that isn't becoming gayer. It's shedding the layers at war to survive your homophobia.
Oh. And getting kind of gayer,
A little
too.
okay, let's be honest, a little gayer. This is my threat. I'm going to start doing earnest intros if no one sends me ideas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to get serious right off the top.
You're going to eat these vegetables. And earn your dessert.
You're going to like it.
I'm Mike Johnson.
I'm Kyle Getz.
We're here to bridge the gap between sexuality and actuality. And today it's going to be a feel-good episode,
It's
Kyle.
going to be quite the ride. We're talking about Mpox.
We're talking about Mpox, formerly known as FKA, monkeypox.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about the naming and stuff as well. But first, how are you?
I'm bad. How are you?
Great. Makes for great podcasting, Kyle.
I mean, if you heard the latest Patreon bonus episode, then you know that everything's just shit right now. But it should only get better from here.
Great. You found rock bottom.
I can go lower.
Yeah.
I have, and I will.
Maybe that should that be your Grindr screen name? Rock bottom.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Great.
It's beautiful. How are you?
Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
Everything's bad.
Everything's bad, and you should feel bad today. Yeah. So, do you want to not dwell on us and talk about the feedback that we got?
Oh, you want to do that first? Okay.
Yeah, let's do that first.
Great.
Yeah, hello. I wanted to inform you about the APO system, the Army Post Office. The Army runs all the mail for the entire DOD. So it's called the Army Post Office. That's your city. AE is your state. So that's either Army Europe or AA, which is Army Asia. That's your state. And then there's a number, and that will get to where it goes to. But I was in Kuwait, and I was part of the enforcement division of the mail that would come in. And all mail that would come into Kuwait was x-rayed, and we would have to get a subpoena to open it to look for sex toys and alcohol. So, yes, everything you send to an APO in places like Kuwait or Bahrain are all x-rayed, and those people know what to look for. So, yes, hopefully that helps. My gayish for the week is reminded when I was in Kuwait and I had sex with a man for the first time. Thank you for reminding me of that. And my straightest is just being me. Have a good day.
Thank you, military man.
Yeah, thank you.
Phantom military dude.
Yeah.
From somewhere in Oregon, I think. Good to know.
X-ray, that's intense.
But now that makes me want to send them more dildos. Just to make that person's life more interesting, you know?
You're going to get arrested and thrown in jail if you do that.
Is that true?
I don't know.
How can they stop me?
They're going to send in ICE after you.
Oh, well, okay. Too soon, Kyle. Oh, we're all going to die.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. And thank you. And thank you for your Gayest Straightest. This is a little weird for us to do a listener's Gayest Straightest at the top of the episode, but we did it. And here we are.
We do what we want on our show.
That's right. We also have 100 words. So at a certain level of Patreon, if you send in 100 words, I will read them. It's also known as the Use Mike's Hole benefit. This one's from Matt in Brooklyn.
Hi, Matt.
I got way behind on episodes. I was listening at the gym and I had gotten lazy. I pledged I'd send 100 words when I was current. Now I'm more jacked and all caught up.
Oh, hot.
I knew what was ahead as I listened to the 2024 episodes. Boy, Pennsylvania aged poorly. I skipped Kamala. But you make me smile, maybe not conversion therapy. Age gap was on the nose, minus 13 years. And finishing with sugar daddies was perfect. Thank you for great podcasts and your support of the community. You have helped us all so much on our gay journeys. Thanks, Matt in Brooklyn.
Oh, that's really sweet.
People use my hole to say nice things.
I know. It's so sweet.
It is very sweet. or say lizard 100 times, which that was,
There's only two things that people use your hole for. It's to say nice things or say lizard.
Yep.
Or lesbian smut. Wasn't that one of the...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Avi, send in the next one.
Yeah, we were dying to know what happened in that story that I remember.
We've been on pins and dildos for a while now. Great.
Yeah.
Now the news.
Shut your mouth hole. It's time for your ear holes. News.
News the first, Kyle.
Yeah.
So the outdoor apparel brand Patagonia is suing drag queen Patagonia for trademark infringement.
No, that's satire, right? I think it's free speech.
She has a mustache and she's
government,
jacked.
but-
I'm into her. Yeah. So they argued that the move was, quote, to protect the brand we have spent the last 50 years building, according to a press release. The clothing brand claims that the drag queen's name, a play on its own, could be confusing to consumers.
No one's getting fucking confused between you and a drag queen. No one's like, oh, I'm on their Instagram page. Oh, look, this is a drag queen drinking tea and talking shit. Like, this must be the apparel site I was looking for.
Right.
No.
Right.
No, they're not doing that. They're not walking to one of her shows like, I'm ready to make a purchase. No, like, that's just not happening.
And also, Argentina would like a word. Patagonia, you fucking stole your brand from the name of the region in Argentina. Like, you people in glass houses, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a complaint filed in a California federal court earlier last week. The brand also argued that the drag queen, who uses the name on clothing and other commercial ventures, directly competes with its products and the advocacy work it participates in. The company is seeking $1 in damages.
This company doesn't care about gay people because I think everything that happens with a company, like in its public image, including the marketing, needs to be run by a gay person. And they didn't run this by a gay person to be like, will this be seen good or bad, favorably or bad? Like, how will this reflect our brand image? So like, they don't care about the gays. Yeah,
they don't care about the gays. And I also think, like, to your point a little bit ago, if a drag queen does it or says it, it's got to be covered by the First Amendment. This is parody.
Yes, it's parody.
It's protected speech in the United States.
Yeah.
Fuck right off with your bullshit.
Yeah, go fuck off. I don't even know who Patagonia is. I'm like very on board with defending her, though.
Yeah. She's the one that did the Pete Hegseth pull-ups to show that he's like a pussy, basically. But this is her.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, look at her arms.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, fuck right off Patagonia.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
News the second.
Great.
So I do very much want your opinion about this, Kyle. So California Governor Gavin Newsom, who has been trolling Trump in different ways over social media, but recently has, in a couple of different ways, started using Donald Trump's signature on knee pads as a symbol to bring out in conversations about people rolling over and doing what Trump wants. He is touting knee pads for business, political, and academic leaders who he says have caved to Donald Trump. He means they're blowing him, right?
Sucking his dick, yeah.
Yeah. Are we okay with that?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so. I think talking about someone rolling over as someone blowing Donald Trump is to demean the idea of blowjobs, because you think of blowjobs, the people that give blowjobs, as less than. Like, I think that you're not intentionally equating that, but you're accidentally equating those two things. And it's both misogynistic and homophobic all at the same time. What do you think?
I think that the people that would be bothered by it, and that makes it more justifiable. Like, I feel like he's in on the joke. He's the governor of fucking California, the gayest state in the country. And so, like, I'm inclined to give him more latitude than I would other people, perhaps.
I don't know much about his LGBT history and support, and if he has like
mixed.
gay friends. Mixed? Oh no, that's not what you wanted to hear out of that.
But he, I mean, again, a Democratic governor of a very gay state, like, is, you know, but yeah, I think it potentially problematic.
Yeah.
But I also think that, like, if you say Marjorie Taylor Greene is blowing Donald Trump by like, and actually she's a bad example because they've been fighting, but the people that would be bothered by that need to be bothered. You know what I mean?
But bothering the right people doesn't justify anything. Like that doesn't make anything okay.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of shitty things to bother the right people, but that doesn't make them justify. And probably will keep doing them. Yeah, I don't know that excuses it in my mind.
Yeah. So he said at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, quote, "The last round of knee pads sold out, just as our law firms are selling out. Many American universities are selling out, and yes, many corporate leaders are selling out to this administration." He then held up a knee pad printed with Trump's signature. "They're the new Trump Signature Series knee pads," he said. And there are some who are calling his remarks homophobic, implying that those giving in to Trump are going to perform a sexual act on him. A person called RB Pundit wrote on X, quote, "I guess it's okay to use homophobic language if you're a Democrat." I kind of think so, but
I don't think that excuses it.
Can we agree that it's complicated? Our relationship status to it is complicated, or you're just like, no, it's bad?
I'm trying to debate on whether it's complicated or not, which I guess makes it slightly. No, I think I'm pretty solidly against.
All right, cool. Well, the Advocate reached out to Newsom's office for comment. They have not responded, at least as of right this
second. That's homophobic.
When the Advocate asks a question, you fucking answer.
You answer them.
You blow them.
You roll over.
In a good way.
Yeah.
News the last, Kyle.
Yeah.
I fucking love this.
Oh.
So much.
Okay.
A preview for a new movie comes out, and the right wing loses its goddamn mind because He-Man has a placard on his desk that says he/him. Of all of the things to freak out about, they're mad that He-Man has pronouns.
Again, like I said last time, they don't fucking know what a pronoun is. They have no idea what that actually means. They don't know English. They don't know grammar. It just is over their heads.
Yep. Nicholas Galitzine said on my face. It is the star of the live-action Masters of the Universe movie, and Adam Glenn is his human name, his boring life name before he gets stripped down to his loincloth and runs around with a sword. But yeah, so 30 Seconds to Mars frontman and Dallas Buyers Club star Jared Leto is the villain Skeletor.
They didn't say Oscar-winning actor. They led with 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a weird poll.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's the Pink News. They're British. Maybe they don't know how the Oscars work. But yeah. So the trailer came out, and everybody like fucking on the right flipped out about the fact that his desk in his boring life says he/him.
Yeah.
They're giving He-Man pronouns.
They're giving he Jesus Christ.
One author, there's a guy who wrote a book about Christian values who is on X, formerly Twitter, who said, quote, "Now they're making a Masters of the Universe and giving He-Man pronouns. These people won't stop until they ruin everything."
How the fuck does this hurt you at all? What does it do to you? It makes no difference. If you don't want to put your pronouns in your email signature, fucking don't. Like, it just doesn't affect you at all.
Yeah. We should, I don't know, hook up with a brewery maybe, or like a candy manufacturer, and just make pronouns. Get your pronouns here and like hand out delicious pronouns.
I love that.
I don't know, man. Like, how fucking...
It'd be like on Coke, where they used to like put the name, like names or people or types of categories of things that you could, like, your buddy or your friend, or give to it. We could have like the name of the brand is pronoun, and then each one could have their own pronoun on it.
Yeah. Show me on the doll where the pronouns blew you. My God. That's the news, Kyle.
That's the news. Speaking of people I want to blow me, I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to thank the following new Patreon members. Thank you to Sean and Gregory.
Sean and Gregory?
Easiest week I've ever had. Appreciate you, Sean.
Oh, that's two different people.
That's two different people.
I was on high alert that there were two people sharing an account. That's bullshit.
Oh, no. don't kick you off, but we will publicly scorn you if you share an account.
You know, 2 of our Gap Bridgers got married, and I expected them to drop, one of them to drop, and so far they haven't, but like, it would be okay.
No, it wouldn't.
Oh, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't even think about it. Yeah, thank you to Sean. Thank you to Gregory. If you want ad-free episodes a day early, if you want bonus segments, if you want the bonus episode that was recently released, nope. Yes. No. Yes. It
Will
already
be
came
soon.
out. It already came out.
It will have had.
It has been released about chapstick. You want to come to the Patreon happy hour, which is February 4th at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Then you can join at any level and support the show by going to patreon.com/Gayish podcast.
Do it.
Do it.
Oh, use my hole.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to talk about Mpox, Kyle?
Yeah, let's talk about Mpox.
I don't have it, but I almost did.
Oh.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay. I don't have it either that I know of. But yeah, I think there has recently, and by that I mean within, I don't know, you'll talk more about the recent effects,
Yeah.
like within the past 6 months at least, there's been a little bit of resurgence in cases. So I thought this would be like a timely thing for us to discuss this is an important episode, hopefully. And hopefully we don't fuck it up in the process.
It's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
They know what they're getting.
That's true. I wonder if this is anyone's first episode.
Oh, if it is, welcome.
Hi, you made it all the way to here, and you don't even know what's happening yet.
We're gonna laugh a little bit about Mpox.
We're gonna laugh a little bit at Mpox. Which do we need before we start?
No,
we don't.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm going to talk about the history of Mpox, Kyle.
Okay.
More specifically, Mpox, FKA monkeypox.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many other poxes.
oh yeah,
Can you name
Small.
some? Small.
chicken,
Chicken. Cow.
cow. There's cowpox.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I think we've really reached the end of the list of things I can name.
And then just like the word pox. So the word pox comes from Middle English for pustule, meaning like little fluid-filled, blistery, gross thing on your
I liked
skin.
the fluid-filled part, but
Yeah. But not all of those poxes are actually poxes or actually related to each other. So chickenpox isn't a pox at all. It's a herpes virus. Syphilis was called the Great Pox for centuries, but it's not even a virus. It's a bacteria. But actual pox viruses, smallpox, cowpox, and Mpox, are all cousins. They're in the Poxviridae family.
you can't fuck each other.
Well, I think you can if you're second cousins. That's fine,
Right,
depending
right.
on what state you're in.
Yeah.
And I don't mean confusion, just horniness, maybe. I don't know if you had a hot cousin.
I would have no problem fucking my cousin. We're not going to make a baby, so what the fuck's the problem?
Oh yeah, okay, great,
And grow up with them.
yeah, I agree. Fuck your cousin. Kyle.
Fuck your cousin. Weird, strong stance early on in the episode.
Let's see. So yeah, Poxviridae family of viruses. So Shakespeare
Sure.
used it as an insult. A pox at your throat, you bawling, blasphemous, incharitable dog.
Wow.
Yeah, them's fighting words, huh? Yeah. But pox was the Renaissance equivalent of saying, "I hope you get herpes."
Oh, that seems mean.
Yeah.
That's the point.
So syphilis was called a pox. It wasn't actually a pox, but the Great Pox is. It's funny that syphilis got called something different by basically everybody. The English called it the French disease. The French called it the Neapolitan disease. The Russians called it the Polish disease. The Turks called it the Christian disease. The Japanese called it the Chinese pox. Like, it's just...
Wow, everyone's a little bit racist.
Everyone's a little bit racist. And that is one of the things about the name of monkeypox that had everybody on high alert a
Yeah,
little bit.
for sure.
Monkeys are not the source of Mpox. The virus was named monkeypox in 1958. It was discovered in lab monkeys in Denmark. But the actual reservoir of Mpox is African rodents. So squirrels and mice from Africa are like where most of the Mpox lives. But the first human case was a 9-month-old boy in the Democratic Republic of Congo in 1970.
Was he playing with the rats?
And we're going to go with that.
Okay.
Yeah. He was also the only unvaccinated member of his family.
Oh, hint, hint.
Hint, hint. Because sometimes, like smallpox, cowpox, chickenpox, and mpox, a lot of those, like if you vaccinate for one, you get some protection from the others. When I had my mpox vaccine, they're like, and now you also won't get smallpox. I was like, oh, bonus.
I didn't want that for sure.
Yeah. There's this story that Edward Jenner saw beautiful milkmaids with flawless skin and then figured out somehow that meant because they had cowpox, because they worked with cows, they couldn't get smallpox. That's why their skin was so great. All of that was bullshit. None of that actually happened, probably. The actual discovery came from a surgeon named John Fuster, who heard a farmer say he couldn't be inoculated because he'd had cowpox. And that because the farmers figured it out before the doctors did. There was a real milkmaid named Sarah Nelmes whose cowpox lesion this surgeon, used to vaccinate 8-year-old James Phipps in 1796. And the cow that infected her was named Blossom.
Okay. What were the rats' names?
Yeah, right.
Templeton.
And Dave.
And Dave.
Blossom's hide now hangs in a library.
Oh,
They're
wow. Fucking Blossom.
Yeah.
Wow. That's offensive to Blossom's family.
Yeah. Poor Blossom. I hope she was delicious. So, vaccine is actually named for cows and cowpox. So, vaca, which is Latin for cow, and it came through in Spanish.
Yeah.
Jenner named this process vaccination because it used cowpox. Huh. So every vaccine that we take today, COVID, flu, whatever, it's all because of cows and cowpox, a close relative of mpox.
You're teaching me so much this episode.
You know,
I'm going to forget it all so soon.
It's fine.
Is it hard knowing that this entire process is a fruitless exploration of giving me information?
Not at all, because I love the validation of teaching people things, and I get to say the same shit to you over and over again, and it's a new journey every time.
Fun.
Of course, smallpox in the pox family has been used to horrific results in our history. In 1763, British forces at Fort Pitt gave 2 blankets and a handkerchief from the smallpox ward to Native American diplomats to try to kill them all off. There was no native immunity to smallpox in the Native American population, First Nations populations. Trader William Trent wrote in his diary, quote, "I hope it will have the desired effect."
Jesus Christ.
And General Amherst wrote, quote, "Could it not be contrived to send the smallpox amongst those disaffected tribes of Indians? We must use every stratagem in our power to reduce them."
Jesus.
Yeah, evil motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll talk more about mpox, but mpox has been fairly well studied. It's been in Africa since the 50s. We've been really serious about it since the 70s. So when this whole thing happened in 2021, 2022, and the World Health Organization put out this concern that among gay men, monkeypox, now mpox, was being transmitted rapidly. It wasn't like COVID in that we already knew what was going on. Like, we knew how to deal with this, had been dealing with it in other parts of the world for decades. So it made it easier for us to respond to. And so if you're thinking that hey, that went way differently than the pandemic, you're super right. But that's why, because we had a history with it.
And we were also, because of COVID, finally tuned into the need for vaccinations and how to respond and how to appropriately distance yourself from people in a way that to reduce transmission. Like, I think we were all on high alert for all of those things that made it primed to put us in a good position in response.
Well, and a lot of gays of a certain age, we remembered HIV/AIDS, and when they're like, "Hey, there's this thing that is doing bad shit to your community, get it together." We got it together.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll talk more about that later. But that's the history there of mpox and poxes in general.
I want to tell you some data about that time period now.
Okay, you mean 2021?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Great.
This year, or 2022. This is
fucking pandemic, and then everybody just wanted to go outside and be slutty, and then this shit happens.
Yeah, and boy did I. And I will. This is called
Epidemiological?
Epidemiologic and clinical characteristics of monkeypox. Again, they're using what is formerly known as monkeypox cases. United States, May 17th through July 22nd, 2022. This is reported by the CDC, published on August 12th, 2022. The authors, there are 52 credited people on this report. For once, I will not be reading all of the names of the people on that list.
You're totally disrespecting their hard work.
I know. Check out the Easter egg in this one, and it's just going to be me reading everyone's names.
Yep.
It's not. The findings. There were 2,891 cases of Mpox reported in the U.S. from when it began in May 2022 through...
How many of them were your fault?
I never got it.
I never got it either. Go ahead.
So far, knock on wood. From when it started through July 22nd of 2022, as reported on by 43 states, Puerto Rico, and the District of Columbia. So there are 7 states that were just like... No, I guess. I don't know why it's only 43 states and not 50 states.
Maybe it's like Putin saying there are no gay people in Russia.
Yeah. Or Donald Trump saying, like, stay on the cruise ship because otherwise you will count your numbers against, like, maybe they don't want them to count. Anyway, so they're clearly more than, the 2,800 or 2,900 cases that are being reported here. Anyway, of these, the CDC received a case report for 1,195 of those cases.
Okay.
Among those cases, 99% were among men.
Oh. I
knew it affected gay men. That was stated pretty early on and clearly, and I still didn't know it was 99%.
Yeah.
Is an overwhelming number.
Yeah. How many of them were gay, or do you have that?
I do. That's the next bullet point. Thank
Great.
you, Mike.
You're welcome.
Among those with available data, 94% reported male-to-male sexual or close intimate contact during the 3 weeks before symptom onset. So this predominantly affects gay, bi, queer men.
Mm-hmm. We'll get to the personal thing, like towards the end of the episode. But somebody that I was dating at the time got it, and he seemed to think it was from the gym, like sharing gym equipment as opposed to like sexual contact. And I'm just wondering, like, what counts as intimate? Like, do they mean sexual or do they just mean intimate? Like the 94% or whatever. How many of them could have been like straight dudes that are just real close bros?
Given 94% were among gay and bi men, I don't think it's straight bros that are getting this. God, I thought I had something about it's just like it was not transmitted. It's rarely transmitted through things like close contact with people. It's mostly through sexual contact. Mm-hmm. So I don't.
You're welcome.
I don't know that it's from. Maybe he was one of those outlying cases. In terms of race, 41% of the cases were white, and the overall population I just looked up is 58% white. So white people are underrepresented, which means that people of color are overrepresented in this. 28% of people were Hispanic, 26% were black.
Wow.
Of those cases, 41% had an HIV infection, which you compare that to gay and bi men who have HIV. The general population is 15%. So it disproportionately affects people with HIV as well.
We're still 15%.
Yeah.
That's wild to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I know a lot of pause people, and like it's just that it doesn't stand out as something scary anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. According to the HRC, so this is not CDC info, but according to the HRC, recent
Hillary
outbreaks...
Clinton?
Yeah. According to Hillary Clinton, known Mpox expert, the recent outbreaks have disproportionately affected gay and bisexual men as well as transgender and non-binary people. That was not in the CDC report, but I thought I hadn't seen that elsewhere. So I thought that was, as we're talking about people it disproportionately affects, that's worth calling out.
Yeah.
Most frequently reported signs and symptoms included 100% reported this.
Ouchies.
Kind of rashes.
Rashes, yeah, okay.
63% reported fevers, 59% reported chills, and 59% reported lymphadenopathy, which is swelling.
One more time.
Nope. No, I refuse. Which
Lymph
is
nodes.
swelling of the lymph nodes.
Yeah.
The reported Rectal symptoms included bloody stools or stools with pus 21% of the time, rectal pain 22% of the time, and rectal bleeding 10% of the time.
But is that because that's where the site of infection
That's where
was?
the penis went?
Yeah.
You did butt stuff? I don't know. I expected all of these to affect your butt. I thought those butt numbers would be way higher. So the fact that the highest one is at 22% of rectal pain, I thought it was way more than that. So surprised to me.
Because I know there's like syphilis, the site of infection, like where you get it, usually develops a pretty big, deep sore. It's called a chancer. Chancer? I don't know.
I'll take my chancer.
Yeah.
I forgot what romancer.
And I would assume that the site of infection also. Anyway, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't want to. This is one on other episodes. I might take a guess at something and pretend like I know, but I don't want to take a guess on the information about a disease.
Yeah, we're not doctors.
Yeah, I should have put that up top. No deaths were reported.
What?
Yeah,
Nobody died?
nobody died.
I don't believe that.
Okay. This is in the CDC report. They said no deaths were reported.
That's wild. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I remembered hearing about people dying.
In the U.S.?
Yeah. Weird. Okay. Great. Maybe they didn't.
Maybe they weren't reported to the CDC?
Yeah, that seems...
I feel like if someone dies of Mpox, they would report that to the CDC.
Yeah. I would hope so.
And maybe it happened after July 22nd, 2022. Are you disputing the CDC report?
I just have a terrible memory.
Not me.
Yeah.
Pristine.
Yeah.
You remember. That's the Gayda.
That's the Gayda. Well, thank you, Kyle.
Yeah, no problem.
I am going to talk about like the politics of renaming Mpox and other stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting.
In the Patreon segment.
Yeah.
But let's talk about conspiracies, Kyle.
Okay.
So 2022, there's this outbreak, and the conspiracy machine went into like overdrive. And who are we gonna blame for all of the conspiracies, Kyle?
I mean, we blamed COVID on China. So
Yeah.
go China.
No, I mean a person.
Oh.
Who was the biggest dickbag fuckface asshole?
Oh, Donald Trump?
Close.
Oh.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, we were blaming her?
Yep. On July 23rd, 2022, the same day that the World Health Organization declared Mpox a global health emergency, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted a video of CDC Director Rochelle Walensky discussing 2 childhood Mpox cases with the caption, quote, "If monkeypox is a sexually transmitted disease, why are the kids getting it?" Within hours, her whole hate machine replied with comments like, quote, "Remember, the age of consent under queer theory is 0.
Oh, my God.
And were the gay men who raped these children arrested and charged?"
Jesus Christ. No, you can get it through other ways.
Yeah. 8chan, 8chan, the Donald, Proud Boys Telegram channels all were covering or carrying these like just horrific implications, and the Anti-Defamation League documented it as a case study in weaponizing diseases against the LGBTQ plus community. But yeah, it almost instantly turned into like this self-reinforcing horseshit of hate of like, well, gay men are primarily getting it, these kids got it. Their icky sex stuff, that they must be fucking kids then. That's the only explanation.
Yeah, I haven't looked into this at all, and it's my only conclusion. I mean, I remember when they were talking about we talked about this when we talked about U equals U, I think, which was a Patreon bonus episode maybe. And like, you have to talk about the communities that this disproportionately affects, but also you don't want to do it in a way that brings about like this negative judgment on them, but it's just going to happen by virtue of talking about it. It's a difficult position to be in, to want to make sure people know what's happening and what communities are impacted without generating all of this negativity around it.
Yeah. Like all of the trying to shut down PrEP and trying to shut down HIV/AIDS research because it only impacts faggots doing butt sex to each other. Yeah. It doesn't. It impacts humans, and there's lots of different ways to get it.
Yeah.
Even if it was just butt sex, though, don't be a dickbag.
Yeah, for sure.
So Marjorie Taylor Greene doubled down. She was on her podcast promoting Mpox merchandise, saying, quote, "Monkeypox is all the rage. It is the hottest thing going in Washington, D.C. right now. You are not supposed to talk about how it really gets spread around, but we are going to just go ahead and let you know. Yes, it is gay sex orgies."
I mean, gay sex orgies could be a place. She's not totally wrong.
What I want to know is why put the sex in that phrase?
Yeah, gay non-sex orgies?
It's redundant.
Yeah, I think that's just a buffet.
She went to the redundancy school of redundancy. Gay sex orgies. Gay sex orgies. Just orgies. Just gay orgies. It's fine.
Yeah.
You can do it. Yeah. She told the Turning Point USA conference that people should, quote, laugh at it, mock it, and reject it. It's not a threat to most of the population. Now,
But, okay, that's kind of true. It is a threat to other people because other people can get it. But also, like, have some fucking human empathy for, like, something that doesn't impact you. I vote every single time there's some kind of proposal or bill or whatever on our Washington state ballots of schools and education. I vote yes for it because I care about kids, and I think that's going to improve our nation by having schools that educate children.
Yep.
Like that I don't benefit from that. That doesn't impact me. I'm not going to have kids. That will not benefit anyone around me. That's not true. But like my immediate family, but I care about people.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, like, it's so frustrating.
I vote for school levies because I don't want to live next to fucking idiots like you.
Exactly.
Not you, Kyle, but
yeah.
Okay, so that was the conspiracy theories about, like, yes, Mpox is real and the gays are giving it to the kids by raping them.
Jesus.
But other people believed that it was fake. They said that this was just the pandemic part 2.
Oh my God.
The COVID thing was fake, and now this was the next fake thing that they were going to scam us with. And so there's an Italian study that was published in early 2023 that looked at who was most likely to believe Mpox was fake news. People more likely to think Mpox was a hoax were older, straight, conservative Christians.
Yeah, all the people Fox News is targeting.
Oh my God. And the study compared that to the same misinformation patterns from HIV/AIDS. It was the same groups of people that were fueling fear and discrimination towards gay people by, like, doubling down and spreading misinformation about the disease itself. Let's see. A study of Twitter, now known as X, most popular Mpox content in May of 2022 found that 52% of tweets included misinformation or unverifiable information.
Damn, that's so much of the tweets.
20% was humorous or non-serious content, and only 28% provided medically accurate information. But misleading tweets got more likes, more retweets, and more replies than the accurate ones.
That's why people do it. That's why you don't, like, the key to shutting down the Donald Trump effect is not engaging with it at all, because the angrier you get, the more you comment on things, the more that content gets promoted. Yeah.
Well, and Twitter failed spectacularly at moderating any of that. There's the Institute for Strategic Dialogue. They found that despite Twitter's policies, homophobic content about Mpox was, like, not shut down.
Oh, yeah, I don't trust them to shut that shit down.
Twitter had banned the word groomer as a slur against trans and non-binary people, but users simply removed letters to circumvent it. Comments calling Mpox God's revenge remained up with thousands of likes, and a spokesperson told Euronews their statements about moderation were hot air, and that Twitter, quote, doesn't understand how these campaigns work. The last conspiracy, which actually I think is my favorite one.
Okay.
Hackers realized that if they sent emails that said, as a subject line, a coworker has monkeypox, those emails would get clicks. At Rowan University, North Carolina State, UW-Madison, and Brigham Young University, employees received emails saying a staff member at the university has recently tested positive for the monkeypox virus, with links to view the staff member's information. People clicked entered their login credentials on fake pages. Hackers then changed their direct deposit information, literally stealing their paychecks using Mpox as the way that they phished the login. At North Carolina State, the hackers then deleted the confirmation emails so victims wouldn't notice, and the scam was so effective it warranted an official HHS cybersecurity alert.
Yikes. Wow, that's so smart and so devious.
Well, yeah.
People suck using like fear-mongering and recent news to exploit people. That sucks.
And people's like desire to be nosy.
That's true.
Also, don't put your credentials in anywhere ever. Like, just don't do that. If somebody
never log into anything.
Never log into anything. But like the fact that they would be like, I'll tell you who in your office has Mpox. Give me your password. Like, that's what they did. Yeah. And it worked. It's it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are my conspiracies, Kyle. You have sex advice?
I have sex advice. This is from the HRC in the having sex part of their Mpox webpage.
Hillary Clinton doing God's work again.
Here she is, just telling us gays how to have sex. And the first thing they suggest, I put the action verbs into these. Avoid sex when you or your partner has recently had Mpox symptoms. Reminder, those symptoms may be mild and some people may not even know they have Mpox. And avoid sex when you have a new or unexplained rash. You should, if any of those cases apply to you, you should isolate and see a healthcare provider immediately.
Yeah.
You can use, they called it contactless sexual activities.
Oh.
Which sounds
that's
like not that much fun.
Just jerk off next to each other.
Yeah. Yep. Masturbate at a distance. That's one of the options. Virtual sex. That's another option.
I mean,
you're not going to get a computer virus.
Even during COVID, we said the glory holes were okay.
Nope. If you're trying to avoid Mpox, avoid kissing, cover lesions and rashes, wash your sheets, clothes, and sex toys, and don't share sex toys. Which I don't think I do that. People can put stuff up my butt, but I don't put it up theirs. So I'm using my own sex toys on me already. So I'm following that advice. Good work, Kyle. Okay.
Sharing sex toys.
Yeah.
Which is worse, that or sharing toothbrushes?
Toothbrush.
Okay.
Oh, or let me consider it. You're right, because they both. Yeah. I just think sharing a toothbrush is weird.
Yeah, well, and don't put a toothbrush up your ass.
Unless you want that minty flavor.
Yeah, great.
Their next advice is communicate, share any recent illnesses or new ones you've experienced. I feel like gay, bi men are pretty good at sharing this based on just STIs in general. I feel like we're better than average at knowing how to communicate and respectfully receive that information.
I imagine whatever it is, straight guys just rub dirt on it and walk it off. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Be aware of anything new on you or your partner's body. And I liked that. Like, I've had a partner before be like, hey, just so you know, I saw this in your butt. Because like that's hard. It's hard to see it in my own butt. I don't own mirrors. So it's like helpful to have a partner inform you of new things they may notice.
How do vampires look up their own butt?
How do vampires look up their own butt? They can't. They have to get a vampire friend to look at it. Come on in. You got to invite them into your butt.
Yeah.
They can't go in uninvited.
Yeah, no garlic.
If you're getting the vaccine, reduce or avoid behaviors that increase risk between your first and second shots. Your protection will be the highest 2 weeks after your second dose. So don't assume that just because you got the first one that you're covered and good. 2 weeks after your second dose is when it's at its highest protection.
Yep.
This is get the contact info of any new sexual partner you have to allow for follow-up if needed. I'm so bad at that.
Yeah.
I should do that more. I should ask their name more often.
Or like Grindr or Sniffies or Scruff, or all of them should like have just, they should handle that shit for you.
Oh, there should be like a button to be like notify anyone. Well, they don't know who
I've
you
got
met
a weird
up with.
bump.
Notify. They suggest using condoms.
That is a thing to suggest.
That is a thing that is good to suggest, that one should suggest and others should listen to. They can protect your anus, mouth, penis, or vagina. They don't
a condom in the mouth, Kyle. That's where I draw the line.
I know.
You know, I can maybe. I've worn a condom before when topping, and I've had somebody insist on putting a condom on when I bottomed, but no. That rubber is not going in my mouth.
Yeah.
No.
That's a rough sell to do oral condoms.
Yep. Sorry. And I know that makes me the asshole because it is a thing that you can suggest.
Yeah. Yep. Remember, they don't protect other parts of your body, so condoms are not a foolproof way to avoid Mpox.
And PrEP won't stop syphilis or gonorrhea or chlamydia or Mpox or anything else. It just stops HIV.
Yes.
Don't pretend it makes you invincible.
Right. Add doxypep to your mix. That doesn't protect against everything, but can help. And they also say no, that raves, parties, clubs, saunas, bathhouses, and festivals have risks. So if you are attending one of those, avoid rashes you see on others. Minimize skin-to-skin contact at a bathhouse. That's why you're there. I don't know. And spaces like backrooms, saunas, sex clubs, or private and public sex parties, where intimate, often anonymous sexual contact happens with multiple partners, they are more likely to spread Mpox. So just know that going in. It's interesting that, like, I'm glad that the HRC is naming all of these really specific specific places that that are part of our community. Like, they're not trying to gloss over these things that happen in our community, and people need to know this information. And, you know, it's not going to change a lot of people's behavior if they're used to going to raves or going to the back room. But I'm glad that they included it in their messaging. Yeah,
for sure. Because, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you should do.
Don't moralize. Don't don't practice abstinence when you're doing medicine.
Yeah.
Like, just
acknowledge
that this is how people operate, and then move on.
Yeah. Can you imagine if straight people got that list of places that we have sex? I just imagining Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yep.
Sorry, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, her getting hold of that list and then tweeting it to her followers, and then I don't know, something about the kids probably, but
yeah.
Anyway, that's the sex advice.
They're obsessed.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Well, I'm going to talk to you about vaccination, Kyle. And
Please.
Really, you know, gay men were the primary thing, and the 2022 Mpox
outbreak.
Thank you. But we nailed it. Like, we did really, really well. Like, not perfect, but we did really, really well at vaccination. So I just wanted to congratulate us.
Yeah. I got the connection between gay men is really important and strong, and I don't think people understand. Like, I got my information about vaccinations from a fuck buddy that I had, not from a, government organization or a nonprofit or anything. I got it like, hey, they're doing vaccinations at this site. You go, you can go get it now. Like, it is through peer-to-peer connection that is the reason I got my vaccinations as soon as I did.
Or as we call it in the gay world, pee-pee to pee-pee.
P2P.
Okay, so there was literally a trans-inclusive sex party in New York called Subcute Anus, which is a pun on subcutaneous. 90 people got vaccinated at a party of 151 attendees. To your point, the community really raised awareness, made sure that people knew where and when and how to get vaccinated. I even remember comparing notes about which clinics had supply. There was a brief moment there where it was kind of hard to find. So a peer-reviewed study found the 2022 Chicago Mpox outbreak, quote, was largely tamed by the efforts of community groups and gay-owned businesses. Steamworks Bathhouse prominent among them.
Wow.
So
good call.
They specifically said that Steamworks is a big reason that Mpox was suppressed as quickly as it was in Chicago.
I both want to give them credit, and also I feel like as a sex club, that's part of their responsibility to the community to do things like that. That wasn't them just being generous. Like, they kind of owed it to the community to make that available.
Yep, absolutely. So Onyx Midwest is a organization for black queer men in the leather community, and they had a goal of vaccinating every attendee at its Mr. Leather convention, also in Chicago. Howard Brown Health set up at the entrance asking, quote, "Did you get your Mpox vaccine?" alongside condoms and lube. And
the lube was gone by the end of the night.
One of the workers there that was administering vaccines said, quote, "There is this preconceived notion that most people in this community don't take caution with sex. That camaraderie, looking out for one another, was pretty satisfying."
Yeah.
There were house parties in Virginia that were used as vaccination sites by the CDC. The CDC gave $25,000 to turn some house parties into vaccination sites in Virginia.
I didn't hear about that. That's wild.
Gay porn star Silver Steele's photos are now in CDC presentations. He documented his Mpox experience on Twitter and Instagram. And posted a full timeline of his facial lesions. And he described it as, quote, "literally just sitting there watching TV and all of a sudden it's just like knives stabbing you."
Oh, God.
But his photos became clinically perfect examples that are now used in medical journals.
Wow.
So
that's nice of him to raise awareness like that.
Yeah, he was just live tweeting it for the good of the community and then ended up being like the poster child for the posters. Yeah. And I sort of alluded to this earlier. Like HIV/AIDS did treat us really badly. We lost a whole generation. That's a thing that people will say about the gay male community. And it's like we don't fuck around. We take shit pretty seriously, and that's part of why. Wyatt Harms showed up to a New York City Foley Square protest with a sign that looked like the ACT UP sign.
Wyatt Harms? Is that the name of an organization?
No, this is a dude. Wyatt Harms is his
name.
Oh,
Wyatt. Wyatt is the first name. Got it.
Yep. But yeah, it's just we got it together. We got the vaccine out and we coordinated and raised awareness, and it was really very, very effective, so that the outbreak was more or less contained within a few months in 2022.
Yeah.
I'll talk more about the more recent shit in a little bit.
Ooh. I'm going to do an Ask Reddit.
Yeah, do it.
To wrap things up, ironically. And the title of this is Mpox, Are You Changing Things Up? This was posted 3 months ago to Ask Gay Bros Over 30 by user spiritual_nobody 4512. They said, with the recent surge in Mpox cases of the new, more severe variant, I'm concerned about potential exposure. I'm vaccinated, but it seems vaccination just prevents severe illness, and even a mild infection is painful and inconvenient. Given our disease tracking and reporting in the U.S. has been eviscerated by Trump and Kennedy, I'm pretty concerned that Mpox is circulating undetected. What is everyone doing? Have you changed your sexual habits? I've been exploring the Lodge and Scum events recently. I don't know what those are, but am thinking I'll take a break and stick to known partners while this shakes out. What's your answer? Did you change any behaviors, and have you recently changed any behaviors?
I didn't change any behaviors, but also I'm just not that slutty, Kyle. Like, I'm just not.
So you weren't at too much risk to begin with.
Right. I wasn't at too much risk to begin with. Now, being in an open relationship, like, that's an ongoing conversation, but we haven't changed anything. Did you?
I definitely, when it happened in 2022, definitely changed. I stopped having sex until I got the vaccination. But recently I have not changed my behavior due to the recent outbreak. Should I? Maybe. I don't know. You'll tell me the numbers and I'll learn a little bit more about it, but I have not changed any behaviors recently. Other people said got vaccinated against smallpox as a child and got the 2 Mpox doses when it was first offered. I'm as protected as I'm going to be, but yeah, probably a good time to be a little more prudent when bed hopping. I've been looking for a FWB for years to limit the potential of getting something like this, but it's hard enough as it is to find someone that wants to go to bed in the first place. Still, I keep looking. Someone else said no, vaccinated and continuing as normal. That's my approach as well. Have to keep going, but all of us need to learn the signs and symptoms and seek medical attention. Discontinue sexual activity until we can see a provider. Rashes, scabs should be treated as suspect. If you suspect you are developing symptoms, contact trace yourself as much as you can. It's on us. Vaccinate, yet not yet above all. Vaccinate if not yet above all. I think that's the comment that was most in line with my approach. I hope that I know enough about the symptoms that I could recognize, and if I see any changes in myself. There was a time, I forget at what point in the process this was, I had a rash and I thought it was Mpox, so I immediately scheduled an appointment with the doctor. They came to look at it, was not Mpox, but I took that really seriously.
Yeah.
Seeing something that I thought could be suspect.
Yeah. What was it?
Like athlete's foot, but of the butt.
Oh, great.
Yeah, athlete's butt.
Great. You should change your socks more often, I guess.
Yeah. In response to the person saying, I'll take a break and stick to known partners while this shakes out, someone said, most of my friends who used that strategy in the early days of Grid are dead now.
Well, okay. That's probably true. And calm down.
And what's the rebuttal?
The rebuttal is that, okay, I talked about this towards the top of the show. Mpox is a known quantity. Grid, gay-related immunodeficiency, got renamed as HIV/AIDS, which I'm going to talk about in the Patreon segment. And we knew nothing. It was brand new. We had no treatment options. We had no vaccines. We still don't have a vaccine. That was just a different situation, and gay men were dropping like flies because of how horrific the symptoms are, and it's just this was not that. Now, this person is trying to say, don't be so cavalier with your sexual health or you'll end up dead. And maybe that's like a lie that you tell your kids about drugs. Or something. Yeah.
There are way less people offering me weed in the parking lot than I was originally told. With a chain link fence in between us for some reason.
Or people who think that there's drugs in the Halloween candy. No, people, if they have drugs, they're doing them. They're not giving them to your fucking kid.
No, those are for me, not for you. I'm nom, delicious drugs for me, not for you. Someone said, I've been avoiding sex clubs for the last couple weeks and will continue for a little bit. Sad to behave on Halloween, but maybe for the best. Which we tie such importance to events but in the grand scheme of things, to skip a Halloween, you're fine. Yeah. That's not I know it's gay Christmas, but you'll be fine.
You'll be okay. This too shall pass.
Yeah. Someone said, I got vaccinated double shot, then got Mpox. So that's important to know. You can get vaccinated and still get it.
Did they wait the 2 weeks?
Oh, I don't know. They didn't include any other details.
That shot hurt.
I don't remember.
Mine hurt.
Wasn't I sore in the arm for days later?
Yeah, and I still had the bump. Anyway.
Lastly, someone else said, I honestly don't know yet. My primary won't give me the vaccine. Plus, nowhere within a 50-plus mile radius will give it either, including the local health department. Screw you, VA Department of Health. So abstinence seems to be the only option right now. That's insane, right?
VA is in Virginia, I wonder? I'm what part of the... We're so lucky that we live in
No, I thought the veterans...
maybe the Veterans Administration, VA hospital?
Yeah,
okay.
That's what I assumed, but...
I'm just where the fuck are you that
50 plus miles.
PrEP has been hard for some people to find because they can't find a doctor who knows about gay shit to write them the script.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's why I feel so bad that there are people anyone who even thinks about wanting the vaccine should have it in their arm within a second. We should be handing that shit out like drugs on Halloween.
Yeah. Truvada. For everybody. Yeah. That's Ask Reddit. Thanks, Reddit.
And
thanks, Kyle.
You're welcome.
Well, let's talk about this sequel that nobody wanted, the new Mpox. So we basically beat it back in 2022. Don't at me. I know that we didn't, but we basically did. And then in August of 2024, the World Health Organization declared a second Mpox global health emergency. But this time it's not because of gay shit.
Oh. I didn't know that.
So a new variant called Clade 1b emerged from a gold mining town in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And the 2022 strain killed fewer than 0.1% of people who got it.
Wow.
This one kills 3 to 5% of those who get it in Africa.
Yikes.
And it's killing children. 83% of deaths are in kids under 15.
Mm-hmm.
It spread to Burundi, Rwanda, Uganda, and Kenya, and then Sweden. Which is not
one of these is not like the other.
And then California. So by late 2025, there was community transmission in Spain, and the UK found a hybrid virus. Clade 1 and Clade 2 had a baby. And 800,000 vaccines meant for Africa expired because the Trump administration froze USAID funding.
Motherfucker. What a horrible waste of resources and unnecessary death.
Like, we would rather throw this away than give it to you because America.
Because America first or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, so Africa saw a 160% increase in Mpox cases in 2024 compared to 2023.
Yikes.
By early 2025, over 35,000 cases and 840 deaths across 13 African countries. And I mentioned that it started in a gold mining town. And so researchers traced the spread through sexual networks serving the mining community. And unlike previous outbreaks from animal to human transmission in rural areas, this strain was spreading efficiently person to person, and not just through sex, but just like close quarters, person to person interaction. So this clade is completely different. The clade 2b from 2022 was spread almost exclusively through sexual contact among men who have sex with men, but this new one is significantly more deadly and spreads through both sexual and household contact. The World Health Organization declared emergency in August of 2024, saying that because it's higher virulence and more efficient transmission and crosses borders rapidly, that there was an imminent risk of global spread. So when we started hearing about it again, like Mpox is back, I think a lot of I won't speak for anybody else. I thought, well, I'm already covered.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I didn't really tune in or pay attention, but like should have, because it's way worse. It reached the U.S. in November 2024. The first case was a California resident who had traveled to East Africa. Then a little later, by October 2025, 3 cases emerged in California among men who have sex with men with no travel history, which is the first time that we documented community transmission of the deadlier strain in America. Europe saw community transmission as well in Spain, Netherlands, Italy, and Portugal. The hybrid virus thing is wild. There's like the first ever interclade recombinant. So there was a virus that was clade 1 and clade 2 mixed together. Scientists are still trying to figure out what that means, whether to give it a new name or not, whether the transmission and severity is going to be more like 1 or more like 2 or some other thing. But like, that's evolution happening in real time. And the main treatment doesn't actually work. So there's an antiviral called tecovirimat, or Mpox, and there's also there were 2 trials that tested Mpox for treating monkeypox: the Palm 007 trial in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the U.S.-based STOMP trial, and neither demonstrated faster lesion resolution compared to placebo.
Yikes.
So like the only treatment that we have for Mpox isn't working, at least not on this new version. So the drug everyone thought would help doesn't.
That's terrifying.
So the emergency officially ended in September of 2025, but the WHO said that they're lifting their global emergency designation because of declining trends, but the African CDC maintained its continental emergency. And
I wrote that Africa has officially lifted Mpox as a public health emergency.
Oh, recently?
Yeah, very recently, like days ago.
Oh, great. That explains why I didn't see it.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So maybe
public health emergency of security following recommendations from the Africa CDC Emergency Consultative Group. Oh,
great.
yeah.
Great. So maybe we're okay, but we should still be careful. Like, it's not eliminated, it's not eradicated. It's still floating around in the community and spreading by community transmission. It's not like spreading like wildfire or going ballistic, but you should still be vaccinated if that's something that you haven't already done, and you should still follow all of those safety tips that Kyle went over in the previous segment that I'm sure you listened to and wrote down every word of.
Yep, exactly. I actually talked to a friend who got it recently.
Oh.
And I asked him about it, and it was like, anything you want to share? And first he called himself a big old slut, so that was fun.
Great. Excellent.
But I wanted to tell you a little bit about what he said. He got the vaccination once he suspected. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but that's what happened. So I think he probably had a more mild case than if he hadn't done that. But he said, honestly, the worst part is the isolation you were forced to go through for nearly a month. Which that's a piece that no one has talked about yet. I didn't read in Reddit. I read stories of people's personal experience, and they talked about how shitty it was, like the rash, the itchiness. You talked about it feeling like knives. Like, everyone talked about that part being horrible, but even a more mild case, you still have to isolate, and it felt very much like, you know, the pandemic days of like, I would talk to him on virtual chats rather than see him in person. And so it's interesting. He said, I'm more of an introvert, and it was really hard to self-isolate for 3 weeks. Like, you feel like you miss out on a lot.
FOMO, man.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah. That's a long time to not be allowed to be around other people.
FOMO. Fear of Mpox outbreak.
Oh, I got a little bit of FOMO after your segment.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the right response to what you told me.
Yeah.
Maybe that's an appropriate reaction.
So my Mpox vaccination was to avoid an international incident.
Yeah.
Do you remember all of that?
Yes.
Yeah. So the guy that I was dating at the time got Mpox, and I was contacted by the King County Health Department because they were doing mandatory tracing at that point. So when he tested positive, they're like, you have to tell us everybody that you've been having sex with. And
I wouldn't be able to do that if someone asked me to tell them all the people I fucked. I couldn't do that.
They would say, well, try anyway. Like,
here's their Sniffies profile. Does that help?
They probably would take that, Kyle.
Yikes.
Anyway, so I got contacted by the county, and they said, okay, we found you a vaccine. It's at whatever hospital it was. It was at what's the big Harborview, the trauma hospital. They said, you need to get that vaccine. And I said, okay, but I'm leaving to go to Germany for work. And they said, well, you're going to come get this vaccine, or we're going to tell Germany, and they're going to find you, and they're going to give you the vaccine. They're like, they were like being so threatening in a way.
That's good, right? In a good way?
I think so, but like also, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, Kyle. I was like, yeah, put that shit in me. And at the same time, I was like, this seems aggressive. You don't even know, like, I've been traveling for work a whole bunch. Like, I don't even think we possibly could have, like, sure, we were dating, we were having sex, but like, I don't, like, the timeline doesn't line up. They just did not care. They were like, you're going to get this shot immediately, or we're going to tell the Germans.
I'm kind of glad at all of that. I think that's the right approach by the government to help prevent an international outbreak of something.
Well, I literally took my suitcase to the hospital, got the shot, and then went to the airport from getting the shot.
Wow.
All to avoid having to talk to the German health department or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Did we do it?
Yeah, I think we talked a lot about it. Get vaccinated if you haven't yet.
Yeah.
It's really important to not only yourself, but also the rest of the community.
Yeah. Be the change you want to see in the hole.
Yeah. Yeah. Change the world one hole at a time.
Yeah. The hole in your arm from where the needle went in.
Oh, yeah.
Should we take a break then?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
This is the part where Mike and Kyle take a break.
Are we back?
We're back.
We're back.
We're going to do our Gayest and Straightest.
We're going to do our Gayest and Straightest, but first,
I wanted to mention a update, more information Derek looked up. There have been 42 deaths, according to Wikipedia, according to a broken link on the CDC website.
What were their names?
Frederick Thompson was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, so there have been deaths. It was published. The date of the source leads me to believe that when my CDC thing was published, there hadn't been any deaths yet, but there have. Just so you know.
Great.
Yeah.
I feel vindicated.
No. Yeah.
Because I was I think some people died.
But I was right too.
Everyone's right, Kyle.
Everyone's right. Oh, it's one of those rare situations.
Stop agreeing with me.
Yeah. Agree with me harder, Daddy.
Great. While we're at it.
Yeah.
Come to the Patreon happy hour. That is Wednesday, February the 4th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Look for the app. Look for the link in the app or on the website to get in. You can join for one day to come harass us at happy hour if you want to.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. And buy our book.
Yeah. Come on the cruise.
Because why not? Yeah. Come on my face. Whatever.
Whatever you want.
Yeah. Gayishpodcast.com/book and /cruise.
Yeah.
Because our website is gayishpodcast.com.
We are on social media at Gayish Podcast. You can find links to our Discord and Facebook group by going to gayishpodcast.com/contact.
Our hotline, you can send us text messages or leave us voicemails like Army Guy at the top of the episode.
Yeah.
It's 5855-GAYISH. That's 585-542-9474. Standard rates apply.
Our email is gayishpodcast@gmail.com.
And our physical mailing address is Post Office Box 19882, Seattle, Washington, 98109. And we got a card.
We got a card.
It says Gayish on the front of it.
Yeah.
Let's open this card. Let's see what it's all about. It says jingle my bells.
No.
And have a Merry Christmas. Jingle them all the way. Merry Christmas. Wishing you an amazing holiday season and a better 2026.
Ooh.
On that day, they heard the news and a great cheer rang out across the land.
What was that last thing you just read?
I don't know. It's on the card.
Oh, maybe they're hearing about us and cheered because they heard about Gayish.
Thanks, Joe. Joe and Dallas.
Thanks, Joe. We appreciate it.
You're
We
fantastic.
totally check the mail on a regular basis.
Clearly. Let's see. Oh, Gayest Straightest?
Yeah, let's do Gayest and Straightest.
You go first.
Okay. My straightest is I have not been hooking up as much recently.
A decided lack of gay sex.
Decided lack of gay sex is very straight.
Mm-hmm.
My gayest is it's because I got gonorrhea.
Oh, Kyle, I'm so proud of you.
I know. I'd been so slutty.
Yeah.
The odds of me not getting gonorrhea were higher. So yeah.
Just fuck the blues away, Kyle.
Well, not right now.
Well, okay.
I will in about 5 more days. I'll be back at it. Watch out, boys.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, let's see. The straightest thing about me this week. My friend Sloan came and we did a bunch of yard work. We ripped some bushes out and we set them on fire. That's really the straight part. We just
setting anything on fire is pretty straight.
Yeah, we just made a big old brush fire in this canister stove thing that I have, and that was super fun. And then the gayest thing about me was just hanging out with them. They're non-binary, so we just talk about queer joy a lot, and we went and I thanked them for all of the work by taking them to dinner and helping them scope out the ladies. I was trying to wingman for them real hard. It was super fun.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I guess that's more queerest than gayest, but whatever.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah,
we count it.
We already did a listener's gayest and straightest at the top of the show. That's all you get.
Yeah, leave us your gayest and straightest on our voicemail.
Yeah, do it because we like that.
We like it.
It makes me feel close to you.
Yeah,
real close.
But not inappropriately close.
Right.
And I want to thank our super gap bridgers. Thank you to Matt H.
Ooh.
Hi. Welcome, Matt H.
Giant dick.
Really? Oh, I know who you're talking about. And for surezies. And Jesse, Adam Y. Locomotive, Simon Srirachi, Kaylee Adams, Kit Oliver, Kobe Gordon, Squoggle, I got lost for a second. Squoggle, Andrew Bugby, William Bryan, John Crowley, Stephen Ports, Yost Osel, Jonathan Montanis, Forrest Nell, Steve Douglas, Explosive Zanya, Michael Covington, Thomas B. Dusty Sands, A. Coleman, Chris Cacciatorians, and Jerome York. Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your money. That's it. This has been Gayish from the Chris Cacciatorian Studios. I'm Mike Johnson.
I'm Kyle Getz. Until next week, be butch, be fabulous, be you.
Be you.
See ya. for like a split second to know what it feels like, would you do that?
Like just to try it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I think I would too. Genie. I know what my third wish will be.
Oh, God. Can I have Mpox for like 4 seconds?
Yeah, just like real quick though.